I like to end interviews, as I think everybody does. You can find it on 60 Minutes. Talking tattoos. You're a fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I remember, John Mayer before tattoo, coming in. How did you get into it? Because you went from having like a couple to you got a full sleeve, dude.
Yeah. I was a kid. I must have been like 13, 14 years old. Big Motley Crue fan. I used to take like the Crayola markers and give myself and my friends like full-on Nikki Sixx, Tommy Lee tattoo sleeves. I had the blending down. I could draw like the sword with the ribbon going around. So it's always sort of been in my makeup. What I had always done growing up is really wanted traditional Japanese tattoo. Here's the thing, like so many things in the Japanese culture, they are purposefully sort of withdrawn from the Americanized society being able to find it. Having a traditional Japanese tattoo is as much about having found somebody who would give you a traditional, not in the style of, because this was done in Japan, absolutely traditional style.
Was that tapped? No.
Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely. The outline is needle, and the inside
And everything was tapped.
tabori. Yeah.
That
was already there. So it's
Gotta
the
tell
real.
you, your cred just shot up with me like way
Thank
with
you.
tattoos.
I was hallucinating.
I can only imagine.
Beautiful, brilliant hallucinations.
The endorphins of tapping, I've heard, I know people who've gotten it done.
Real time.
Yeah.
I went on a real time 3-hour hallucination trip. The idea was when I found the right guy and I had to prove to this gentleman that I was worthy of the Japanese tattoo. I didn't even get a tattoo. I mean, the concept of telling someone in America you're going to go to the tattoo parlor, but you're not going to get a tattoo that day, is mind-boggling to them. Tattoos are afterthoughts for people, and they have to get done when they're thought of. I went to a consultation. How did you find it? How do you know the person who recommended it? So you go through this sort of thing. You must prove that you are, of strong mind and all that stuff. And they gave me the whole list of dates, and it was a lot of dates. And they went, all right, we'll see you. And I don't think they expected me to show back up, and I showed back up, and I was like, here we go. I pretty much spent every day for about a month and a half, 2 months, getting hammered. Wow.
And that's just phenomenal. 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah. And he goes
This was
up-
already there. Like the
the
line
inside
work
was
on
already
it.
there?
The dragon was already there. Yeah.
Well, because that ain't easy. That's Japan, right?
Yeah. This is a Horimitsu. He is the understudy of Horitoshi, who's the head of all Yakuza tattoos. They said the master, Horitoshi, wants to give you a tattoo from like that he gives to people from the Yakuza. He gives only the Yakuza leaders. And I said, what is it? They go, 2 peaches on your wrist. And while I'm in Japan, I'm like, that's the coolest thing I ever heard of in my life. I gotta get it. I'll schedule it for Monday. I want these 2. And I went, what about when I come home? When I've got 2 peaches on my wrist. And they go, what are you 2 peaches there for, guy? Couldn't do it.
You say I'm really into Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, and then I'll just slice the pinky off.
What's the red thing down the inside there?
That was his stamp.
That's what I was gonna say. It looked like a
Yeah.
stamp. Yeah.
It was the first, he had a stamp all over his drawings. And I went, I really want that. I said, well, I'd never done it before, but he literally stamped it and went over with a red Sharpie.
That's amazing.
I mean, I feel like, again, it's a meritocracy. It's like, okay, tattoos, good or bad? Not enough information. Good tattoos are awesome. Bad tattoos are not awesome.
Do you have a bad one?
Yeah,
Everybody says that your first is your worst.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it was all variations on a theme. It was trying to get to this. So when I found the guy who could do that, I said, close the arm out. It's as good as I'm ever going to find. Let's do this. But yeah, I mean, it's fast. It's not a sleeve in that it is a collection of smaller elements. It's one big piece of art. And I'll tell you, if you ever want to get the elbow, if you ever really want to shoot through the sky, that's what you want to get. You see a lot of people who don't even have the elbow done. That's why they made up the spider web. It's like, oh yeah, the mermaid's hair just happens to stop right here, and then the clock tower is right here, and the dragon's like, no, you got it.
My friend described it best. He said, elbow. Drive in your car, open up your car, lean out, and just put it down. That's the elbow. That's what I've heard. So
it's like arc welding onto bone is fantastic.
And also, what you did was getting tapped. Like that's time constraint. Like when I'm with you. You go to People Good. The guys who do my stuff like good, like own shops and things. You want someone who has the ability, because it's not just the artistry, it's the speed. This was 90 minutes.
Right.
You know, like that. That's not 90 minutes.
I have all the pictures.
Oh, God.
I have all the pictures of when it was just line stuff and when things started to get colored in and when I still go back and get it touched up. I mean, I had that touched up really recently.
That must have felt nice.
They want you to come back. I mean, it's an ongoing thing. You come back and they touch you up and stuff. Were you gonna keep going?
Yeah, definitely. And next one's going to be a pinup of my wife.
Really?
Back. Yep. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
And then I got.
Is she going to model live at the tattoo? That would be cool.
She actually said, pick a pinup and put my face on it.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
That's really sweet.
so we found one and we're doing that. My buddy owns Eastside Ink who did that.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is, you ever know the band Rocket from the Crypt?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah,
That's them.
that's great line work.
Yeah, he's really
Holy
good.
crap, that's like a decal.
Josh Lord at Eastside Ink.
You tell Josh Lord at Eastside Ink. You can tattoo me anytime.
Well,